Anima. It is so necessary if you want to upgrade your familiars. Now, Anima is a resource that's different from the other ones. It was introduced a lot later in the game, over 2 years, no, maybe a year and a half after the game itself launched. This is not one that you can collect on resource tiles, and it is also not one that you can receive from other players through means of just sharing resources. It's something completely different. It is an interesting commodity, but early game, you got your hands on a lot of it, and later on, you just find yourself not needing it as much. Now, there are exceptions for people that really push familiar trees. It can be pretty necessary because those final ones, as I've been informed, cost 10 million anima apiece. I have not verified that, but I could see that as completely believable. Honestly, I thought it would be a little bit more. But I have voiced my opinion before, stating that I'm not too fond of Anima showing up just so often as rewards for things. I saw it in the new login gifts, and that's when I kind of spoke up about it, that I just really did not care to have an entire like daily login thing be a little bit of Anima, because it's just not as helpful as it needs to be. Now, there are people that gun it straight for that familiar tree and try and get it all down in one go. And with that, yes, you would definitely need a lot of anima. That's obviously an exception to the rule. That's just how it is. You're not going to um run into situations like that where you're not going to need an excess amount of something with pretty much everything that you're doing. Like if you're doing the Wonder Battle tree and you need those archaic tomes, you are going to need a ton of them at once. You're not going to be able to wait to slowly accumulate them over time. And so you're going to have to spend, or you're going to have to spend gems, whatever it is that you need to do to get it done. The fact of the matter is, you have a lot of research trees. And so you're going to spread out your research generally. Now, there are some that you will completely avoid, but there's definitely more than one tree that you're going to work on. I cannot think of a single player out there who only went for the familiar tree and then called it a day. That's just not something that you see unless somebody's building a bunch of grief accounts so that if they get familiar attacked, then suddenly that person that attacked them is getting familiar attacked by 10 alternate accounts that were built just for familiars. But that's about all I can see. Regardless, I wanted to show you guys a few ways that you can accumulate anima quickly and show you just how many are already out there. And we're going to start here with the cargo ship. You could see right here, every once in a while these things will show up. I only have about 3 million anima on hand, and the reason for that is because I don't collect these from cargo ships. I just don't. I don't care. So I don't want to spend 9.5 million stone to get 4 things, only 800,000 anima. That being said, if I were going for something like familiars and really trying to go hard on them, then I would probably go ahead and collect that. That's 800,000 anima. Anima shows up very often. I usually get at least one shipment of anima of some sort in my cargo ship daily, and that was just good timing for that one. Next up, you can see it pretty well in the Tycoon. There's a 200,000 anima one that you can land on. That one I assume would be a little harder to land on. However, there are a couple instances of it, and then a 50,000 anima one. I have landed on the 200,000 anima. Obviously, I've done it a little bit because I have 8 on hand, so I've collected them somehow, and I've not spent gems to get them, so you can get them in a few ways. This is a merge packed one, which is one of the ones that I was called out on a little bit because people told me, hey, you need them for the like Chaos Dragon merge quests and everything like that. Anima is required, so you have to have a ton of them on hand. That's true. You do get rewards of anima in it, which helps to dampen that damage to your overall amount that you have. That being said, it's not going to cover nearly all of it, but it does help a little bit. There's something else that helps it too. When you are doing research in the familiar tree, you'll come across a lot of these instances where you'll get a little bit of anima as a reward for completing certain ones, like this level 4 durable wards that I did, 15,000 anima. Now, that's not nearly how much that was. I'd say that that research probably costed around a million anima to do, but that 15,000 is still more than zero. It dampened it a tiny bit. And then instead of directly getting anima, there's these types of things right here where he can increase your anima production by 40%. As far as I know, I only have him increasing it by 8%. So he's at his absolute minimum right now, but he does have the potential to give you 40% of an anima production boost. And you can see right here with these spires, the amount that they produce. Right now, I don't have a single spire to level 25. I believe I only have one at level 24. I cannot guarantee that though. Yeah, I only have one at 24, and my max anima count is still at 3.5 million. So it has the potential to be much higher. And springs, oh, I said spire earlier, I meant spring. Springs are very good because, if I am not mistaken, they also increase your pact merging speeds. And those things are the key to getting your familiars all the way up to max. So you want a lot of them anyway, and you want them up there. So 3.5 million, definitely more potential to get higher up there. And then this bad boy right here can increase your anima storage by 20%, which is very awesome. And then finally, going back to the login gifts, there is one instance of the free ones where you can get 15,000 anima, and then in the pay function there are a few more, but I'm only covering free to play things here. And yeah, it's as simple as that. There's a lot of ways that you can get your hands on anima. If I had actually been focusing on them, then I would definitely be a little higher than 3 million anima. I'd say that I probably could have achieved 10 mil by now. But hey, that is just an opinion. Those are a few tips that I wanted to give to help people get those familiars upgraded, which is going to come back to bite me because, oh my gosh, I hate getting attacked with familiars, but it happens a lot. It makes me sad. All right, that's it, guys. Bye.